In the vast history of American stand-up comedy, hundreds of legends have taken the stage, but almost nobody ever commanded a microphone with the sheer, explosive energy of Rodney Dangerfield. The second he adjusted his red tie, tugged at his collar, and sweated under the bright studio lights, the atmosphere in the room shifted instantly. While other comedians needed lengthy story arcs or complex setups to get a laugh, Rodney turned personal anxiety and self-deprecation into an absolute art form. When people argue that no comedian was ever funnier than Rodney Dangerfield, they aren't just relying on nostalgia, they're celebrating a comedic force of nature who made taking zero respect look like pure genius. What truly elevated Rodney above virtually every performer of his era was his unmatched, machine gun comedic timing. Rodney didn't waste a single second of stage time. He hit the audience with a relentless barrage of short, razor-sharp one-liners where every setup led straight into a knockout punchline. He complained about his doctor, his childhood, his marriage, and his appearance with such frantic urgency that viewers couldn't even catch their breath between jokes. Watching him on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson was like watching a master musician play a high-speed concerto. Johnny Carson, who saw the very best acts in show business, routinely lost control, bent over his desk, and laughed until he cried. Beyond the technical perfection of his writing, Rodney possessed an uncanny ability to connect with every single human being in the room. He didn't pretend to be smarter, cooler, or better off than his audience. Instead, he made himself the butt of every single joke. By leaning heavily into his insecurities and everyday bad luck, he became an underdog champion for the average person. Whether he was starring in hit movies like Caddyshack or dominating late-night television, his complete lack of pretension made his hilarious suffering universally relatable to millions. Why Rodney stands supreme. Looking back at Rodney's legendary career from our perspective today in 2026, his comedy feels more vital and impressive than ever. In a modern entertainment landscape where many stand-up routines rely on heavy shock value or divisive political commentary, Rodney's material remains a shining beacon of pure, unadulterated hilarity. Rodney Dangerfield was the funniest comedian of all time because he converted personal pain into raw, timeless joy. He took the universal fear of feeling unappreciated or overlooked and turned it into the greatest comedic shield in television history. He didn't just deliver jokes, he embodied a hilarious human struggle that will never grow old. That sheer commitment to making people laugh at life's messiness is why his comedic legacy remains completely unmatched. Rodney Dangerfield's timeless legacy proves that when it comes to raw punchlines and pure comedic energy, no one did it better. Now, I want to open it up to our classic comedy family. What is your absolute favorite Rodney Dangerfield joke of all time? Drop your favorite one-liner in the comment section down below, hit that smash like button, and make sure to subscribe so we can keep legendary late-night history alive. See you next time.